Hey everyone, Fitness Central Bike Shop back again with another how-to video. And today, well, I just crashed my mountain bike onto the side of the trail here. So now I'm going to walk you through how to check your bike over for safety after you've crashed. First thing you're going to want to do is check yourself over, make sure you have no broken bones and you don't have too much road rash. Then you're going to want to check over your helmet, make sure that there's no cracks in it. You're going to want to try and flex the helmet up and down like that to see if there's any cracks on the inside. Definitely look on the inside and the outside. You may not remember impacting your head, but if you did, then the helmet's most likely damaged. Once a helmet's damaged, they're really only one-time use. Now we can begin to look over the bike for any damage to the bike itself. Some of the most common issues are a dropped chain like you see here, bent saddle, and misaligned handlebars. Since I came prepared on this ride, I have the necessary tools to fix anything that's wrong with the bike. I have my Crank Brothers M19 multi-tool. All I need to do is slide it out of its pack right here, and then find the correct Allen key to fix everything I have. Luckily, this crooked saddle only has a quick release clamp, so all you're gonna need to do is open the clamp and straighten the saddle back out. You're not gonna wanna straighten the saddle with the clamp still closed because that could damage the seat post or the frame. Now we can begin to realign our handlebars, and for this particular stem, we're gonna use a 4mm Allen key that's on our multi-tool. And you're gonna wanna loosen each bolt on each side of the stem, a little by little, all the way until the stem is fully open. Once the stem is fully loosened, you can just move the handlebars back over and realign it with the wheel so that it's straight. Now we can just tighten the stem back down little by little until it's fully clamped down. You're not going to want to use a whole bunch of wrenching force on there because the bolt could snap, but you want enough for it to be snug. And a good way to check is to hold the front wheel between your legs like this and try and move the handlebars. And these handlebars aren't going anywhere. Now we can begin reinstalling this drop chain back on the chainring. Usually what's going to happen in a crash is the chain's either going to drop to the outside like here, or it's going to drop to the inside right down here. And to do that, what we want to do is just slowly guide the chain back onto the chainring. And you're going to want to grab a bunch of slack from the bottom, move it up, work it back into the front derailleur, and then guide the chain back onto the teeth on the chainring and work it down. You're going to want to do it like that because you're going to be able to get a lot of slack from the rear derailleur pulling like that at the bottom where you're going to need the slack. Another common issue that you could see if you ever crash is misaligned or bent up brake levers. And the way you can fix that is by, again, taking with this one a 4mm Allen key on your multi-tool, loosening it, moving it back down to where it was, and then tightening the bolt down again. And then you're going to want to make sure that your brakes still work correctly. If you have hydraulic brakes, a lot of the times the hoses can snap or get holes in them, and you're going to want to make sure that the brake still pulls evenly. But also with mechanical brakes, the cable can snap or the housing can become damaged. You're also going to want to make sure that there wasn't any damage to the pedals. Inspect the pedals, make sure they still spin properly, and that you can move them up and down and there's no play in them. Because otherwise, if you go ride and they snap on you, you're going to crash again. And finally, you can check both the front and rear wheels to make sure that they're spinning straight and true, and that you don't have any broken spokes anywhere around the rim. Now that we know this bike's all safe and ready to ride again, we can complete our ride. Thanks for watching, and if you guys have any questions, you can catch us on fcbikeshop.com.